Hey, this is Mark again. This is this 350 Rancher motor I'm putting in my project. I need to adjust the valves and adjust the clutch. So the first thing we're going to do is take the 4 bolts out from the cap cover. Once we take that off, take that gasket off, set it aside. Next we're going to pull this plug right here. This is your timing plug. What you're going to do is you're going to pull the kickstart or pull start until in the window there's a little thing in there, just a little nub on the case. You turn it until you get to a T. Then you come up here and you check your valves. What you do here is make sure they're loose. The exhaust is a little tight, but this is loose. If both of them are tight, that means you're not on the compression stroke. Go around one more turn to the back to the T again, and then it should come loose. And then after that, you're going to come in here and the tappets are up here. So what you're going to do is I'll show you them. Right here and here. This is a 10mm nut. You unloosen these. Get your feeler gauge, a screwdriver. I use a special tappet wrench. It goes over that nut. Then the insert goes in and holds the valve for me. And it's easier to tighten up when you're doing it because you can hold this from the adjuster screw from turning as you're tightening up the jam nut. So what you do then is take this out because I gotta loosen it. Loosen them up. And on the Rancher, use one of these filler gauges to .006 for both the exhaust and the intake. So you just want to slide it in there. This one's a little loose. That one's a little tight. So we loosen them up. So you start just to feel some drag on it. Not too tight, just enough. And I screw down the jam nut, just finger tight. I come over here, this one's too loose. I have to crank it in until I feel a slight drag between them. And finger tighten the jam nut. Then what I'll do is I'll go with my wrench. You could do this with a 10mm boxed in wrench and a screwdriver. You just slide it over, hold the tappet, the adjuster screw, so and then tighten up the jam nut, and that way the adjustment doesn't move. Now when you get everything tightened up, just double check yourself, make sure you still got your little bit of drag there, and then you're all set. And that's how you do the valves. Then you just put your gasket, your cover, 4 bolts. When you're putting this cover back on, I always go crisscross. That way it goes down and doesn't warp it. Then on your clutch, the clutch is real easy. It's this adjuster here. What you do is you take a wrench, I think that's a 12mm, unloosen it, and there's a little flat blade thing in there. So what you're going to do is, when you unloosen that, you're going to go a full turn clockwise. Then when you get clockwise, now you're going to turn it counterclockwise, slowly. See, I'm just turning it nice and slow until I feel resistance. Then I'm going to turn it back a quarter of a turn. Then what I'm going to do is hold it. Get my open end wrench. And I'm going to tighten up this nut while I'm holding it so it doesn't, the internal screw doesn't turn. And then your clutches adjust. You should probably check that every year when you're doing it. But other than that, that's pretty much the basics for this. I'll be doing more. And it tells you here on the side, increase, decrease play. It says it right on the motor here. So you just turn it back till you get resistance, quarter of a turn clockwise, hold it, tighten up the jam nut, and your clutch is adjusted. And then your valves are adjusted. And you're good to go. I would suggest you do that every year before you go out seriously riding. Until next time, it's Mark.